everybody. Welcome back to my channel for this week for my TWC 422 class, social media class. We'll be covering 3 social media platforms, which are LinkedIn, Instagram, and Pinterest. I'm going to try and see if I can relate them back to real estate and see how real estate is advertised or, talked about in these platforms. Let me just run through the question before we start. This is discussion 9, module 7. It says this week we are considering LinkedIn and Instagram and Pinterest, like I had mentioned. These 3 social media platforms are important players in the social media world, but do not garner much attention as Facebook and Twitter. I mean, they're not as popular as Facebook and Twitter. I think these 3 platforms are, targeted at one specific audience, in a way. I'm not sure yet, but I will get into this later on in the video. Some of this is due to specific niches that these platforms fill. LinkedIn are business connections. Instagram still uses images and video. Pinterest, visual images and shopping. Given these niches, which of these 3 platforms would work best for your industry, and what businesses in your field are already using these platforms effectively? So before I started the video, I was doing some research on what of these 3 platforms real estate is used more. And surprisingly, it was Pinterest. Pinterest is actually not just, making kicks and finding the latest outfit. It actually has real estate stuff, which was shocking to me because, it was shocking to me maybe because I don't use Pinterest on the daily. I don't have a Pinterest account. So it might be that I found it shocking. Maybe other people, actually know that for a fact. I don't know. So I started doing some research. I looked up LinkedIn. I just typed on Google, LinkedIn real estate, see what came up. A lot of the larger real estate companies do have LinkedIns. Like Keller Williams, Coldwell Banker, Century 21, Remax, Coldwell Banker again. All these have a LinkedIn. The company has a LinkedIn. But what I found most was the real estate agents. Real estate agents on LinkedIn aren't promoting their listings. They're not promoting homes. They're not promoting, their latest sale. They're not, saying, I have this 2,000 square feet home with, 3 rooms and 1 bath or 2 baths or a pool. They're not advertising things like that. I think LinkedIn is used as it should be. In any case, LinkedIn is pretty much to promote you, to sell you to companies that are looking for someone to fulfill that position within their company. So let's say they're looking for, a human resources manager. They look on LinkedIn and, they try to see if they have the experience that they need, see if they have the skills, know the skills that they need, see if they have the education that is required for the job. So it's promoting you. Real estate agents are promoting themselves, see if they get a job. I think that I know for a fact that that's what it is because I just searched it. But yeah, LinkedIn is pretty much what it is. Business connections. Instagram, a lot of the major companies like Keller Williams, Century 21, and Remax do have Instagrams, which is cool. They talk about, the recent market news, real estate market news. They talk about, real estate related things. But what I did find a lot on Instagram were agents. A lot of the real estate agents have their own page that they use to promote themselves. They post their listings. They post what they're selling. They post what is going on in the community within that house, where that house is at. They promote other things like, restaurants, clothing stores, not clothing stores. I'm sorry, department stores, or big malls, strip malls, or things like that they use to show you in what area the house is in. They talk about hiking trails. They even talk about hiking trails. But real estate agents use Instagram to promote their sales that they have going on. It's a way of advertising their own sales. Because I know real estate agents get a percentage of when they sell a home, so that's their main job, to try to find someone to sell their home and see if they get paid, because I think that's the only way they get paid. I'm actually not sure, to be honest. And then Pinterest, the shocker. Pinterest was shocking to me. I thought Pinterest was, finding the latest outfit, doing the cakes, and, finding matching shoes with your outfit, or, ideas. And that's what I thought it was for. So, shockingly, I went onto Google, because I don't have a Pinterest account, but I went onto Google, and I typed in Pinterest real estate. A whole bunch of things came up, like a big chunk of stuff. I was looking through it. It had tips on how to sell homes. It had tips on when you're trying to buy a home for new home buyers. It has a whole bunch of tips on what you're supposed to do, what to follow, it has all these rules and all these tips and all these books that you can read. Even real estate agents, all the books for real estate agents, how to become a better real estate agent, how to, do the newest sell, or how to better sell your home, or it just has a whole bunch of tips, and it has a whole bunch of things. I mean, they're not trying to promote to sell that home, but they have a whole bunch of stuff on Pinterest, which I thought was shocking. I didn't think it was on there, but it was. A lot of big name, Keller Williams, Century 21, Remax, all those have have Instagram pages. I didn't see much of those on Pinterest. It wasn't like, Keller Williams is on Pinterest. No, I didn't see that. Maybe I didn't type it. Maybe I didn't do it the way I was supposed to, because like I said, I don't have an account, so maybe I don't know how to work it. But there was real estate stuff, a lot of it. It had more information on Pinterest than it did on Instagram. So if I had to sum this up, based on my 3 platforms and the research I did, LinkedIn is used for what it is, business connections. Instagram had some real estate information, but it wasn't, detailed. It wasn't, how do I explain it? It wasn't selling anything. It was pretty much a picture of the real estate agent selling the home. It wasn't saying much. It was just, okay, there's a picture. But when I got to Pinterest, there was a lot of things, tips, books, not only for the real estate agents, but people trying to buy homes. I think that was awesome. I didn't think that was on there. So out of the 3 platforms, I would go with Pinterest for real estate, which is shocking. I mean, it might just be my opinion. I don't know. I thought it was a shocker. Like I said, I don't have an account. So when I saw that, I was in shock, because I was like, I thought Pinterest was just dresses, and shopping, but it's not. It actually has a lot of tips. But if I had to pick one for real estate, it would totally be Pinterest. And yeah, that like I said, it was a shocker. But to wrap things up, that is it for this week. I don't know if I'm going to continue doing videos, just because my course is almost over. It was a fast track, and I don't know. I think this is the last discussion for this week. No, for the semester. I'm sorry, for the whole semester. I think this is the last one. So I don't know. I will have to see. But if not, thanks for watching, and that is it. Catch you guys maybe next week, or we'll see how things go.